Hey Taurus, thanks for tuning in. I'm Annalisa and I am doing your monthly reading for October 2019. This is just a 10-minute summary of an overview of kind of where you're coming from, where you're going to, some support on the way, what to expect in love, career, your health and spirituality, what kind of lessons are coming up for you this month and generally where you're headed. Okay, so last month, oh my gosh, Taurus, crazy. So we've got the World and the Devil, two major arcana. So likely September 2019 was pretty big for you. So you closed out some major cycles, some major understanding of what was going on in your life, how you had some challenges or difficulties with certain situations and needing to wrap things up and close things off because you realized where you've been engaged in things that were not healthy for you, in situations that were not supporting you and benefiting you on a kind of deep soul level. So things that may have been quite fun and enjoyable, but you've needed to kind of just end it, right? Really like close things out and let go of things, and you've done that. Okay, you've really done that, and it's been a very, very powerful experience, I think, for you, and maybe deeply kind of shaken you, walking away from some big anxieties and worries, letting go of things that really didn't serve you so much, and you really needed to go kind of, you may have had a bit of a dark night of the soul kind of time where you've gone into depression or darkness because where you've realized all these things about yourself, ultimately leading you to celebration, the Four of Wands, leading you to a place where you're going to feel happy, and realizing that actually what you really want is maybe different from what you thought you wanted. So you're kind of coming into a completely different understanding of who and what you are. So it's major closeout of a cycle, major wrapping up of can be relationships, jobs, just mindsets, ways of thinking, ways of being. It's been a huge ending for you. So well done on that. Basically, you've done like an amazing job. So where do you want to go now? So you want to move forward steadily, slowly. I mean, I get that. Like you just want to have like some kind of stability, some like building things up from a really solid place after this huge kind of like wrap up. It's like it wasn't the kind of the destruction, but it was just like the kind of closing of these things, almost maybe even new, right? These things needed to be closed out. And now you're like, okay, I just need to like breathe and build things up from a solid place again into a stable place. What's going to help you do that? Meditation and healing. Okay, so this is really a month of self-care for you, where you really let yourself go deep into nourishing yourself, looking after yourself, and really reflecting. I feel like there may be more time that's needed for reflecting on the past, even if you're like, I'm done, I'm so done. You are moving forward, right? But it's just allowing the understanding of everything that happened and the lessons. It's just like, not that you need to go into it. I think there's just going to be more like pennies dropping over the next month where you're like, right, that's why that happened, or that's how that situation unfolded, and like reminders of like, oh yeah, I've been here before, but I can choose to act differently now. There's going to be that space for your mind to understand things from a different level. So it's like it's mindfulness, right? There's space in your mind where you can see things from a new perspective because you've stepped out of a certain energy, you stepped out of a place that you've been in, and then you can like see things new. What might challenge you is 10 of Cups clarified by 3 of Cups. So it's like, I feel like you just want to be happy now. Like you just want to have everything you want now. You want everything to just be peaceful. You want to feel fulfilled and love, and potentially relationships. You want to be joyful and celebrate. But then maybe it's like there's just a little bit more to do, okay? There's just a little bit more to kind of work through. Of course you're going to have those. Of course those are going to be really important things, but they may be distracting you, okay? So that you're really asking to be self-reflective and healing, and you may just want to go out and party and forget about it. You may be like, done. I'm done with that. Right, next thing, I'm going to go and enjoy this, enjoy that. Actually, what you need to integrate is really taking this time and space for yourself. In terms of love, we've got the Ace of Cups, which is really beautiful. Okay, this is whether you're in a relationship or on your own, this is about you connecting to a bigger, deeper sense of love, about love not just being from a person. You don't need to receive love through somebody, but that it comes up from this like well within when you really connect to yourself and you're looking after yourself. This is what you're going to learn, right? If you carry on kind of going externally to look for this happiness and celebration, like through others or situations or whatever, you're going to miss this chance, right? To really feel self-love in its deepest, truest form from spirit, right? Something that is really deeply nourishing and fulfilling. And I feel like you're going to be able to communicate more with yourself, like to receive this understanding with yourself about the true nature of love and how powerful it is when it's self-sufficient. Not saying we don't need other people, of course we need other people, but you're learning at the moment about self-love. Work, King of Pentacles, freaking awesome, right? Money, grounded, practical, like you're just going to be really going forward or just in a really solid place, receiving the money, receiving the praise, just in command of your career and your work. It's like no big changes, it's just things going really well and being rewarded for it. In terms of your health, we've got the Tower, and I feel this is connected to this self-love. I think you're going to have some kind of breakdown or understanding through your understanding of health. So this, for me, health is not just about physical body, it's about emotional body, mental body, your mental and emotional health. So there's going to be some big realization for you this month about that, some big change, a huge new perspective, a huge new understanding about your own health, okay? In whatever area it is, it could be different for all of you, but you're just going to see things in a completely new way. And I feel like there's a bit of a rebirth process that's going to go on for you this month regarding that, connecting you to this deeper love. Spirituality and self-fulfillment, the Hermit, okay? So more lessons, more things to learn, more things to uncover, particularly around relationships, how you interact with other people. And I feel there's you may be coming out of a situation of codependency where you were before reliant on other people or on certain circumstances to feel loved. Like you needed the praise from other people to feel good about yourself. You needed other people to tell you that they love you in order for you to love yourself. And so this is, I feel like what you're going to be going through this month is realizing how you can love yourself, okay? Independently, and other people can love themselves independently, and then you can have an amazing connection because you're able to understand and really feel that. So this month you're really going to be moving forward, like you just got to carry all this stuff, okay? It's going to feel like might feel like a lot for you to kind of I've got more to do, but honestly this is taking you to the most incredible place where you're going to feel so fulfilled and so desiring of everything. You might feel like you're fighting against yourself, fighting against this, maybe this kind of devil energy, attachments, ideas of what you want. This can be attachments to money, to drink, to drugs, to sex, to relationships, to ways of thinking, ways of being, whatever it is. That might be recurring and you're going to be battling with that. You know, you might feel like you're still kind of like moving on from that and leaving it behind. And it is this trick, you know yourself, slow and steady, just trying to make the right choices for yourself, really taking the time to look after yourself and nourish yourself and find a new way to really appreciate and understand who you really are. And so this month in general, you're going to be learning some really deep spiritual lessons about desire, about wanting and connection. I feel this kind of relationship thing, Nine of Cups and the Moon. So realizing that maybe a lot of your fears from the past, or where you've been acting out of fear, has been because you haven't been able to love yourself, you haven't been able to take care of yourself, you haven't been able to fulfill your cup. You've been looking for others to do that, looking for to alcohol to do that, looking for partying and socializing to do that, looking externally, or to your family, like expecting your family to be the ones who make you feel loved. Whatever it is, there's some kind of pattern within your astrological sign that is becoming to realize how deeply you can nourish and look after yourself. So it's a kind of learning month for you. Some potential for new relationships, absolutely, new things starting, but for you to see them in a new way, or new starts in your relationship, but really coming at it from a place of self-nourishment rather than needing something, right? Okay. I hope that makes sense to you all. Thank you so much. We're on the 10 minutes. I look forward to speaking to you again another time, and thanks for tuning in.